Chargers versus Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
It's the newest stadium on the NFL landscape, and it might just be the grandest as you get a look at SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers.
To kick off for the Chargers.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
First down, Carr. And his first pass is incomplete. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A Raider first down, 17 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they'll throw with Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On second down, Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. They need about the length of the football here on first and goal. Here's Jacobs. Now he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you're really out there in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Down the second down throw on target. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know,
heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the scoop.
And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Linval Joseph drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Henry's got it out on the left side. That catch good for only a couple. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down.
Brings up third down.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Deshaun Jackson.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Carr now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Carr now to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Nelson Aguilar. Incomplete.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive team.
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, LA! Deshaun Jackson, 83 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
Lining up.
And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Terrell Suggs has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Deshaun Jackson getting set to go again on offense. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year.
A gain of 9.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
45-yard line.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Across the formation, he's got a man, that's Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Corey Littleton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On play action. Love to throw. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's got the pickup to Rose. And they get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 34. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A handoff, it's Eckler. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field.
More from L.A. in a moment.
2nd down. Love. It's caught on the right side. Williams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Mike Williams.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. He'll get this to Eckler. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Lead to Austin Eckler.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Flushed out right. And it's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan, Coach. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fielded in the end zone.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And they'll find the road here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And this is Carr, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down is Carr. A slant to Jones. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Carr again.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Reed returning.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Love, they go play action now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
First down, Las Vegas.
On first down, Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
17. Chargers 13.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Chargers take over first and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. First down, Love to pass. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
38-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, LA. DK Metcalf. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead.
Boy, that route's really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Number 28.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Terrell Suggs in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Man open left side. It's Williams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45 gets him a new set of downs.
First and 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Play action this time with Love. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's second down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And throw into the arms of Allen. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Third and 2. Love with it. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it. And
what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Carr's pass.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Forced out to his left. There's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Love. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
At their own 25.
Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the third quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the Surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
Well, we'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Josh Jacobs, the Raider.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Brought him down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Vegas, first down.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Terrell Suggs brought him down. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. From the 39, Carr. And Jones has it over the middle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not luck.
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson. On play action. Love to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better?
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Terrell Suggs racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Raiders on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders get a score closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. L.A. set to take over again on offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He was brought down by Malik Collins. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Dancing to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Jordan Love.
A safety with a sack there. LaMarcus Joyner. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's airing it out for Williams. Intercepted. Maybe a turning point they need. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Josh Jacobs.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't happen at contract time.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And a great
second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Gain of 18 on the play.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Carrier brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. It's Eckler again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A gain of 2.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Adrian Peterson in his 14th NFL season. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, it's Peterson. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Chargers, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.